Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Lee. This is JLeesCorner. This is another gossip chat. Who said that? Anybody? Somebody? Nobody? Just the blogs and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying what the blog's saying. I don't get on my back about that. Anyway, if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become a whole JayBird, dun, and all that goodness and stuff. It's 3:30 in the morning. Let me quiet on down, okay? Censor yourself and let's get it started. Do not forget to like, comment, and share this video. To follow me on IG and on Twitter at J_Lees_Corner, and to check the description box for that information. I could not think of what I was trying to say. Let's get into these couple of stories that I have today. Okay, I did another gossip chat. Make sure to check that out. Okay, this is part 2. Y'all getting 2 whole gossip chats on this good old Wednesday, okay? But it is what it is. So first, Neyo, his wife Crystal, and his baby mama ex-girlfriend Monyetta Shaw. Okay, so Neyo and his wife Crystal, who was a woman in the checkered, was it black and white, like with a black and white dress or whatever, we're going to get divorced. Okay, he had filed for divorce from her and then he took it back. Okay, he said because of the whole pandemic, and he thought about, since I can't go nowhere and since I can't do nothing, okay, I gotta be stuck at home. I guess I want to be stuck at home with the people I love. I don't want to be with a man who only want to be home with me because he ain't got no choice. Okay, I want a man to pick me when he has all the choices available. Now, I can't remember if I talked about that in the prior one because again, I did a gossip chat review and it got all messed up or whatever. So I don't know which one it was included in. But if I'm just want to mention it again. But void from that, we then seen Crystal and Monyetta, on, live or whatever, chit chat explaining how it took them some time to finally get along. Now we know Neyo dated Monyetta for years. They had 2 children together. They were engaged. She allegedly got her tubes tied, because he had asked her to and stuff. And so when they broke up, and then he got with Crystal, married Crystal, and got her pregnant or whatever, had more kids, it was a whole crazy thing. Like, Neyo ain't nothing or whatever, and it was beef upon beef in these streets between Neyo, his girls, and the fans or whatever. So for the most part, they say they not get along, and Crystal makes it seem like sometimes when Neyo and Monyetta be fussing or whatever, I be on her side. I be feeling what she be feeling or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I can this come from her perspective of things. And she said when I first met Monyetta, I felt like once things died down or whatever, we would be good friends and we would get along, and now they have gotten to that point. I feel like, you can get along with your husband's ex as long as your husband ain't a piece of shit. He lied to either party. I feel like because there was always some kind of miscommunication on how things broke up with them, and then him get with Crystal, that was the whole weirdness of it all. But I mean, it's cool that now they both get along. Chris also brought up how her and Neyo, don't like to fuss in front of the kids. That when Neyo, wanted a divorce and he moved out and everything, how the kids didn't even realize it or whatever. They just did not want the kids feel like something happened. So like the kids never even really knew that daddy was going to divorce mama, and now daddy is back in the house. I said, I guess so. So she said she wants her kids. She said, I made that a point because how they feel about their mother and their father relationship is very important to me. You just go in the closet and cry, whatever, but you just don't do things in front of the kids. That's a good thing considering how old their kids are. Their kids are like toddlers or whatever. They're not older or whatever. But I still feel like sometimes if you don't show your kids the realness that marriages go through ups and downs, peaks and valleys, and it's okay for mom and dad to work things out versus kids thinking my mom and my daddy marriage was perfect and nothing ever happened. So when I get older and I'm in a relationship, mine should be perfect too. Because my parents' relationship was perfect. I'd never seen them argue or fuss or whatever. And that's not actual or factual. I think there's a way to shelter your kids from the realness of your marriage versus not letting them see the realness of your marriage. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a fine line, but I don't think, and this is my personal opinion, that if your husband and you were divorcing, your kids didn't know. You should always prepare your kids if things are going to be different, because you don't want them to feel like out the blue the rug was pulled from up under us, and mom and daddy who never argued, never fussed or nothing, and now daddy gone. You know what I'm saying? I think from that perspective, you want to shelter them so much that when the truth do hit and daddy really do move out, they're like, what the fuck, y'all was cool? What happened? What happened? What the? You know what I'm saying? So I can see it from both ways. But it's great to see that they are now working things out. They are now friendly. You know, Neyo was able to have a happy blended family, even though, you know, it takes time to get to that. Now we also know one of my favorite shows, okay? Greenleaf, okay? Greenleaf, which is on OWN. We all know, sadly, that this upcoming 5th season will be the final season for Greenleaf. Now the show premieres on June 23rd. I'm also upset that this is the series finale. You know, season 5, it's only 8 episodes. Y'all couldn't give us 10 episodes. How y'all gonna close out the Greenleaf family, okay, with May and Bishop and Grace in only 8 episodes? Season 5 premieres June 23rd, okay? I'm like, oh, poor Kay. Why? Oh, Kay Pasta. What does Kay Pasta mean? I mean, what's up? But whatever. Anyway, so that was announced, you know, earlier this month. Recently, like as of today, okay, or as of yesterday, Greenleaf and OWN and the producers or whatever have announced there will be a Greenleaf spinoff. Okay, now no information about the spinoff have come out just yet. I guess that's because we have not seen the season. We don't know what's gonna happen within the season and everything. Now we know that, you know, Oprah and the producer of the show said how they always knew the series would be 5 seasons. That was the plan for it to be a plan, you know, from season 1 to season 5. They said, but once they announced that season 5 will be the last season, the fans, not outraged, but just shocked, like, no, made them realize, okay, we can do something different, and they announced that it will be a spinoff. But I feel like the spinoff can't be about anybody within the main family, because how would you explain the other family not being around? But I'm interested to see how they do it without, you know what I'm saying, tarnishing Greenleaf's legacy, to say the least. Okay, so next up, okay, Amanda Seales. People seem to love hating on Amanda Seales. I am not one of those people. I like her. I have always liked her. I liked her before she was on The Real. They had a show, okay, and in the show they were talking about the emojis, okay, and how the emojis have, you know, white people emojis, black people emojis. There's these skin tones on the emojis and everything, okay. And in having this conversation, it wasn't just a man, and this is what made me mad. When you watch the video clip, it's not just Amanda who was commenting and having any kind of emotion or remarks or comments about the situation, but people love to come for Amanda. In the conversation, Amanda admitted, you know, she doesn't like how people may be in group chats and you are not a black person, but you're sending me black emojis, meaning you are sending me emojis of people of color, and you're a white person. Why are you talking to me in a dark-skinned person's emoji when that isn't you? Okay, if any white person I am associated with texted me with black emojis, I would text back, what the fuck, bro? Why did you go and select the dark skinned emoji? Why did you do that, white friend? I would ask my friend that question. And I do have white friends, okay? I didn't see anything wrong with Amanda saying that, but people love to come for her. And when Adrian pointed out, well, you know, because Amanda said the emoji started off basically white emojis. I mean, Adrian, well, no, they were like yellow. She's like, they were white. They were like, it was yellow emojis with blonde hair. White people, we not crazy. And she said how the reason they then made emojis where you could pick your skin tone because other people of different skin tones did not have that option. So if you already had your regular fair skins Caucasian of the emoji, why are you now sending me a black person skin tone emoji? You don't have to use that one because you're not black. Okay, use the one that looks like you. I agree with that. Okay, and not only that, as Amanda was saying this, Lonnie was the one putting the hand clap agreeing. Okay, she was using the applause noisemaker. What the fuck? But y'all mad at Amanda for saying it. And that's what makes me mad. Now, people were in the comment section of the post and and they were just saying some dumb stuff. Okay, how you're a racist, and this to me dumb stuff. To call her racist for saying that she doesn't want people sending her colored emojis who are not colored people, that doesn't make her racist. It's the dumbest shit. Now when Amanda responded back, saying, I have to deal with these people of low level intelligence, it's aggravating. She then corrected herself and said not all viewers of The Real are low intelligence, but some of them are. And they are. There are a lot of low intelligent people that watches everything, that watches me, that watches you, that work with you. There are low level intelligent people all over the world. Okay, we know that, but it just aggravates my spirit when they try to make it seem as if she is saying things and doing things and implying things are not actually factual how she feels. She has the right to feel how she feels, and it's not racist. It really pissed me off. It really. And then for people to say, I love this show until Amanda joined, she's so negative about everything. No. You don't like Amanda because some of the things she says makes you uncomfortable. That's it. And she said before, if I make people feel uncomfortable about something racial, it's usually because they don't want to accept that it's true. Of course, me saying black and brown people are being offended in one way or the other makes you uncomfortable if you are of a different race because you don't want to accept that you're a part of the problem. Okay? And I feel like lay off of her. Like, I like her. I like Amanda. So anybody who comes to my comment section, I can't believe you like her. Fuck off. Okay? You don't have to like her, but I feel like people be on her neck for no goddamn reason, and it's very aggravating. Okay? Pissing me off. Anyway, next up, Wendy Williams, who has been doing her show from home for at least maybe like a month or at least a couple of weeks. She's going to take some time off, okay? Mainly because as the Wendy show released a statement saying recently Wendy has been dealing with symptoms from her grave disease, which is causing some fatigue, and a consultation with her doctor. And as a precautionary measure, she will be taking some time off as she continues to receive treatment. We look forward to welcoming Wendy back soon and continuing the Wendy at Home show, and more updates on the return date will follow. We know she told us about the grave disease, and I think around 2017, 2018, that she has it. And, Wendy is also older. She does have to focus on her health, and people have been complaining about her looking fatigued on the show, and she was. So, everyone who works from home doesn't have to work from home. Like, she didn't have to do the show from home. I think she was doing it because it just makes financial sense for the brand in general, but she gonna get some rest and she'll be back. I didn't particularly like Wendy at Home. something about it seemed off. I don't know what. Like, I would listen to it or whatever, but I still didn't fully like it. I really do prefer her at her little blue, her little purple chair, and stuff. It's just something about her being at home just does. It's not. It feels unfinished, which is weird because I like the view and they're all from home, but with it just being Wendy, it's just a bit different. But I'm gonna miss it anyway. Go anyway. So yeah, we gonna wish her a speedy recovery and hope that she gets well immediately. Okay. And now, for the crazy people, Jamal Bryant and Giselle Bryant. You know what I'm saying? They were married, they got divorced, and now they're back dating, allegedly. Okay. Now it came out that Jamal Bryant had possibly fathered a child with some woman in his church. Jamal came out and said, "You was a lie." Okay, he came out himself. He did like a little video, and he brought these reckless and irresponsible bloggers who went on with no facts, no evidence, and might I add, no truth, to make baseless accusations that I had fathered the baby in April, May, or whenever here in Atlanta, and was hiding this baby from some mother in Atlanta, whatever. That is not true at all. We then seen Giselle, who was on Watch What Happens Live with Andy, and Andy again asked her about the rumors, and she then said that's a whole lie, and clearly we're very important. If people are going to make up these lies, put some respect on Jamal's name. He's doing wonderful things in Atlanta. I said, oh, okay. Now, in that same realm of things, they was talking to Giselle about who will have the most to answer for stuff at the reunion. She said Monique. Now we know her and Monique has not always had the best relationship, and it was what it was. Giselle was also mad because allegedly Monique like covered up or scratched out Giselle's picture in one of the cast promo pictures. I'm just like, who cares? Okay, who cares? So they then talked to Monique. Okay, and when they asked Monique, well, girl, what you think? Not really asked her, but girl, she responded on Twitter as Giselle was on Watch What Happens Live, and Monique said, she should have said herself, considering the buzz about her man, the fact he's telling people it's reality TV, it's not real. When asked about his she's wrong. When asked about his relationship with Ankles, she called Giselle Ankles. Girl, she said, on the mission for a storyline and still falling short. Let me put my receipts back in my pocket. Monique and Giselle will always be at odds. I don't think anything from there will ever change. Just period. I think they need to let us see the season and let us judge for ourselves. Because I can't wait to see things. But I mean, I reported it too, but not as facts. I said they said something. And I said then it's coming from a certain blog site, and we don't know if it's actual or factual or whatever. So I think it's one thing for people to treat it as fact. I said it was allegedly. Quad. Married to Medicine star Quad wants to date New York Governor Andrew Cuomo. And I didn't get a picture for this reason. If anybody is surprised that Quad from Married to Medicine wants to date a rich, handsome white man in politics, and water is wet. The sky be blue. The wind is windy. Liquor gets you drunk. Sex can get you pregnant. Those are all things we all know. I ain't surprised, girl, bye. She gonna get in what she fit in. And then the bullshit of it all. Okay, let's just get into all of these people here. Okay, so, and this is why I did a whole separate gossip chat, because this is a lot. We know that growing up hip hop is a scripted reality TV show, okay, which means they don't have like scripts or whatever. However, there are still things happening where producers are following said story and trying to follow said story. Romeo and his daddy has been on a whole tirade, if you ask me. And the funny part is the people who I see commenting on social media, because that's where Romeo and Daddy is posting things at, It seems that they are people who don't watch the show. I thought that show was canceled, and it's not. If you do not watch Growing Up Hip Hop and you're basing it only on what Romeo and Master P are saying in the blogs, you a fool, okay? Because they is on some major bullshit. And I, again, I grew up listening to Master P. Master P and Romeo is full of shit, okay? Let's just say that out loud. They were on their social medias, and they were like, we're quitting the show. They posted a video of Master P talking to producers, okay, and Romeo was there as well, where Master P was saying the producers are trying to cause beef between them and Angela. Y'all want us to be fussing and fighting with Angela. And they then say that this is a proof that the producers be trying to, make up fake storylines. That's not true, okay? This is what's true. What's true? Romeo then said, because Romeo said some things too. Romeo had posted. I think I took a screenshot of what he said before. Maybe I didn't. But Romeo was saying how the reason he has not wanted to talk on camera is because he feel like the producers will cut his words up. I get that, because we know editing is a bitch. At the same time, you give them the content to cut and paste it. The fact that Romeo and Master P refuses to acknowledge the reason that Angela is upset is because Romeo sat there with Vanessa and said not so nice things about Angela. And then when Angela wanted to talk to him about it, he refused to talk to her about it and then treated her as if she was a co-worker at Walmart. Okay? And I think that is utter bullshit. No one is trying to get them to the fight, and then even the producer was saying how, we've been rooting for them all this time, like we wanted them to have a great love story. And my thing is, because in the beginning, that's the story that they put out, that Romeo participated in. Romeo is acting as if this is his first season on the show. He has no idea why anyone would assume that he liked Angela, because for 4 fucking seasons, that was your storyline as well. That she, didn't take you for real, or it was always bad timing. It's crazy. And that's the thing I think that people who watch the show are saying. Master P and Romeo are acting as if this is their first season, and they haven't put this shit out there. Even if it was the producer's idea, you went along with it for 4 full seasons. So to try to act like, all of a sudden, season 5, now it's all fake. Now the producers are bad people. You are an EP of the show, Romeo. So if they bad, so are you. What the fuck? Okay, it was just so aggravating. But the video of Master P talking to the producer, okay, and as he saw, y'all want us to fight with Alan. They said, no, we don't. We don't want y'all to fight. We want y'all to just continue the story. And what Master P and Romeo keep avoiding is what Romeo said on camera. That is the issue. They won't even address it. They won't talk. They act like them having to face Angela for what Romeo said means the producers are trying to pit them against each other. Your son said this shit. Your son said, basically called her thirsty, almost called her a slut. Okay, let's be clear. Then they keep using her son's dead father as a scapegoat, saying, why would anyone want Romeo to date her when she had her kid's father die? People lose people. So because her son's father died, she can't date nobody? And not only that, Romeo was the one who came back around saying, as a friend, I want to be there for you. And as his point was, he was saying that stuff on camera. And then off camera, he was never around. No one was saying he needed to be there as her boyfriend. The point was, he wasn't there as a friend. When he was the one who was on camera saying, I'm gonna be there for you, he did that. So Romeo keeps giving them content and giving them material and saying things and then not wanting to address what he said that he then didn't do. That's the bullshit of it all. So Romeo and Master P have quit the show. Who gives a flying fuck? I have been saying since season 1 that Master P did not need to be on the show. He was too involved since season 1 in Romeo's business on the show, okay? He is even more involved now. He out here holding Romeo's hand. He going, for what? Romeo is a grown ass man, bro. I don't get it, okay? And again, I get they don't want it to make it seem like Romeo and Angela are a couple. I get that, but to act as if they didn't have a friendship or any kind of business partnership is complete bullshit. They were doing interviews together for the show for 4 fucking seasons. Do they think we forgot that we didn't see it? Again, and the people in the comment section are people who don't watch the show. So to them, it seems as if, oh, Master P and Romeo is being these great people, then they're calling out the producers. They are producers they created the fucking show. They created the show, and in the first few seasons, when Brianna was a whole goddamn issue and was always fussing with people, whatever, there has always been drama on the show. Romeo and Master P had no problem with this show having drama until Romeo did something that he had to answer for, and he don't want to. And they trying to blame the producers as if the producers are the reason that Romeo has any kind of negativity. No, he said some foul shit about Angela. And he just don't want to talk to her because, as he said, if I talk to her, they will cut up my words, because they cut up my words when I was talking to Vanessa. But you still said what you said. Period. Okay? Now, from there, they quit. We then see Egypt says she wants to quit. And what she said was, honey, I was like, she can poof, pow, be gone, okay? She said, I respect myself enough to walk away from anything that no longer serves me, grows me, or makes me happy. It's time for me to rise from the ashes, from being falsely represented to you, the people I love most, which is why I have decided to resign from growing up hip-hop, okay? And she did hashtag it's been real. All good things must come to an end. Moving forward. By Lance, like, we don't care. Egypt is leaving the show because she hit Brianna. That's why she once she hit Brianna, she's no longer looked at as this innocent girl. People are looking at her as this naive person dating the devil who has changed her in some sort of way. And I feel like she doesn't want to deal with the heat that will come with being with Sam, so I can be with him off camera. And she has every right to do that. But again, to try to make it seem as if you are being portrayed in the wrong way, no, you're not. Because even after each episode, they be on social media proud of whatever they did. Not only that, y'all have interviews that y'all do, and then the interviews, yep, I did that. We see Sam each week. Yeah, Trap was a beast. I took her collar off. You saying, brr, just all kind of bullshit. You are dating a man who's ruining your brand. You are dating a man who people don't like, and you are still choosing him over everything else, and that's your choice. That's fine. But what is not fine is acting as if it's the producers that are portraying you in the wrong way. No one likes Sam. The cast don't like Sam. Only you, your mom, and your daddy like Sam. And I said before, because Sam is probably they pusher. Okay? So my thing is, leave the show, that's fine. You know, if it no longer makes you happy, that's fine. But I don't like how for 4 seasons, everything was fine. Everything was fine until people was having to be held accountable for their actions on the show. Brianna did the same thing, I think, in season 3. She was doing dumb shit on the show, getting flack for it, and she tried to blame the producers. And it was like, you're giving them this content to show. We know they cut and paste. We know that editing can be a bitch, but you give them the content to be able to edit it, okay? You, Romeo, you sat there and dogged Angela. Egypt, you sat there and you punched Brianna. You then let your joker-ass boyfriend do all kind of foolish shit or whatever, and he got punked by Twist, and then, you know, now you want to leave the show. I think it's bullshit. Now, when Twist seen Romeo and them So, the producer this, the producer that. He went on Twitter and said bullshit. And what he said was, from the beginning, I'm gonna keep it 100. I found it kind of fake that now after 5 seasons, these people talking about how they being portrayed. I ain't even on a full 2 seasons. These producers don't know me like they know y'all. Y'all been in business with these folks way longer than I have. Trying to make it seem to the masses that this shit is all scripted and written up to look like that the way it's actually being shown. Listen, people, the shit is 100% real. Of course, the producers are going to do their job to keep up with what we give them day after day. So if it is fake, why don't I look like a weird ass crybaby that's bitching over a joke? Or why I don't like a nigga that paint his face or wear press-on nails? Oh, that's because I'm only giving these producers and the people that watch what I want them to see. You can't trick twist. Moral of the story is only give off what you want the world to see, and don't get mad when they see it and make an opinion on it because it's TV. I agree. Again, y'all have been doing the show for 5 seasons. 5 whole seasons. And let's make things clear. Romeo and Master P were upset that Twist joked about ICDC College. And we have to remember that ICDC College was like, it went bankrupt. And kids who went to that school couldn't use their degrees and had to pay back student loans. It was a joke, okay? So it's dumb. It's very, very dumb. And they're being hypocrites. They're completely being hypocrites. And it's the dumbest shit ever. And again, only people who don't watch the show were the ones commenting. So look, don't let them trick you. It's not as simple as, oh my God, the producers want Angela to date Romeo. No. The producers in that scene were trying to have Master P and Romeo have a conversation about what Romeo said about Angela on camera that Angela and her family did not like. No one was trying to fuss, fight, and argue, but your son said some bullshit. And they're trying to hold him accountable for what? His bullshit. And Master P and Romeo don't want to do it. So they want to make it seem like, oh my God, because we don't own the show, and we don't own the network, whatever, they're playing us. They're trying to pit us against each other. They're trying to ruin families. No. And when Master P then tried to make it seem as if the producers were trying to ruin Dame Dash's family dynamics or whatever, Dame Dash ruined his stuff with his kids because he's an asshole. That had nothing to do with WeTV. WeTV just showed it. He has been had issues with the kids their whole life, okay? Their whole life. Dame Dash came on this show with issues with his kids. Period. Okay? And I digress. Anyway, that's all I have today because I'm just still aggravated with them goddamn Miller peoples. So, thank you for watching. Okay? Do not forget to like, to comment, to share. Okay? All the good things. Follow me on IG and on Twitter at J_Lees_Corner. And until next time, people, peace.